Although the springtime can be really, really wet, rainy, and cold, and kind of cloudy, not looking the best, and it can get us kind of down and out, that's okay because I'm going to show you in this video, while we're out here trying to boost our moods despite the rain and the clouds and all that, that there are so many different spring plants that I can show you that love this cold, rainy weather. And not only flowers, but also edible plants too. So come with me as we go around my garden and find out what is springing to life out here while we try to boost our mood a little bit with some little gardening experience in the rain. And I'm gonna tell you, why not? Why not garden in the rain? What's going on, my plant peoples? I'm the ADHD gardener where I use gardening, houseplants, and humor as a much needed form of mental health therapy, sobriety, and also learning how to navigate this crazy ass world with ADHD. And yes, we are in the rain. Well, I'm not in the rain. Actually, now I am. I got my little rain, my umbrella. I got my dog out here who is unfazed by the weather. And also, we're out here in the garden. We're going to try to boost our mood. Yes, it is looking a little crummy outside, and I have been a little bit down in the dumps, but I figure what better way to kind of boost our mood than getting outside in the garden. Even though it is raining, there are so many wonderful things to see outside of my garden, and I'm going to show you a bunch of different plants that you can have in your garden that can withstand and love the cold weather. I mean, you'd be quite surprised. And all of these are perennials. Okay, there is maybe like one or two plants like that are in the brassica family, like your broccoli, cabbages, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. Those you may want to plant at least like, every year or something. However, I have to show you this Brussels sprout plant. This is the first plant I got to show you. I thought it died, but it came back. I want to say this is the second year for the Brussels sprout. I thought it was the third year, but either way, the whole stem is stripped down, but it started growing Brussels sprouts right from the top of the plant. Mullen is actually doing quite well. Now, mullen is a great plant, and is definitely perennial, and is also great for your lungs. I think I did a video on talking about mullen for a while. So mullen is a great plant. It's actually thriving pretty darn good. Now, I have it in multiple areas of my garden, and let me tell you, it looks unfazed by the cold weather. I am quite surprised about that, but it looks really good. So I can only imagine if it's growing like this right now in like 40 degrees, even 30 something at night, and is looking good, then it can only get better from here. But it does look pretty darn awesome. This is a new one for me because I did start planting Yaro last year, but Yaro is coming back full force and then some. It is definitely a perennial, and it does love, zone 6 and lower. I don't know about zone 5, but at least if you're in zone 6, that sucker will grow back, and it spreads, and it spreads fast too. Oh look, Yaro's starting to pop up. Look at that. It looks funny. The leaves look like ferns. The leaves look like fern leaves, don't they? The first time I saw a Yaro plant, I actually dug it up, and I got rid of it because it looks so weird when it pops up out of the ground that I didn't even know what it was. I totally forgot about Yaro's existence until I saw a bunch of Yaro popping up everywhere else in the garden. Then I was like, oh, hey. My chickens seemed unfazed by this crummy weather. If you guys can do it, I'm sure I can too. My dog looks unfazed either, but then again, his double coat is helping him out. Chamomile, 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 chamomile. Everywhere is starting to pop up. Look at that. A chamomile plant. Soil has softened up so much where it's a lot easier to be digging holes and digging T-posts and digging anything inside of the ground. It just makes it a lot softer and easier. Not saying it's going to be drier because obviously it's raining outside, but I'm assuming that you either have an umbrella, someone else handy to hold your umbrella, or you're wearing some waterproof, rainproof gear. See my garlic, right? My garlic is actually doing pretty darn good. The only problem is that my chickens got to my garlic and started pecking the crap out of it. Unfortunately, they got a hold of a few of my garlics, which sucks, but that's okay because a lot of them did survive, and they're looking pretty darn good. And they survived the cold weather. They need the cold weather actually to kind of just boost the garlic production. So you can plant garlic in the springtime, but you're probably not going to get great garlic size development. But we all know that if you are going to plant garlic, you need to plant it in the fall time. Let it go through the winter period so it can sprout up in this early cold ass weather. And it's doing it right now. I love it. I guess the bonus plant that I did not mention, that I forgot to actually, is the fava bean. These fava beans have been planted last fall, and they still grew back. Look at that. I thought they died, but they didn't. If I was to lift this right up right now, I'm sure we'd find some fava beans. Because look, if we look right over there, fava bean, fava bean. All right, these aren't necessarily vegetable plants or herbs, but flowers, roses. My rose bushes and my climbing roses outside are actually flourishing right now. I am surprised once again that it is cold and yet they are continuing to pop up leaves. I'm very excited about that because if you take a look at these roses right here, that they're starting to pop up leaves. Now, I did a video last week or two, possibly ago, about raspberries. Raspberries is another plant that will definitely pop up or start popping up in the cold weather. So that's another one. Oh, great. That was a bonus. Oh, you know what? There's another plant right here. Not only flowering roses, raspberries that you can actually eat, but blueberries. Blueberries, I haven't seen no leaves on it yet, but it's starting to pop up. So this is great. Like, there's a lot of life in our garden right here in the springtime, in the rainy weather, that we can take a look at while we're out here. Okay, I got two more plants for you. One of them is a controversial plant, the butterfly bush. Not a lot of people want to be planting a butterfly bush because it has been said that they are invasive or they spread. However, I do have compact butterfly bushes that are popping up pretty good. There is no flowers yet because it's still too darn cold. However, the leaves all came back in full force and they're looking pretty good. I can't complain about that. I thought they were going to be struggling hard. But boy, they took the weather and they took it good. Here goes Chip again. Chip has been following me everywhere. Can you sense that I'm pregnant or something? Because you have not left my side. Mint. Look how mint. Well, we all know mint is highly invasive, so of course it's going to come back. We got another different type of mint right over here. That's popping up. And of course, if it can handle this, it can handle anything. Mint is very, very, very strong. It can definitely survive. Oh, there we go. More mint. Oh, there's one thing I see right here is my catnip. My catnip is not covered, and it is definitely coming back right there. Well, I believe catnip is part of the mint family, so if I see mint outside, I'm definitely going to find some catnip. Another goodie plant that is actually edible and is chives. Now, I did not have chives like I think the year or two before, but I did plant them last year and they are popping up out of the ground right now. I even forgot that they were chives. I forgot that I planted chives. So when I first saw them popping out of the ground, I was like, yo, what is that? It's chives. I also have onions. Now, this would be the time to start planting your onion bulbs. I believe I did a video on that. However, if you already have onion bulbs inside of the ground already, they should already be starting to pop up leaves. And these onions right here that I'm staring at right now, they are looking pretty darn good. Now, these onion bulbs are second year onions. So I did plant onion bulbs this time, like this spring right here, and they just are starting to pop up out of the ground. But if you have some plants, from last year, some bulbs, then, not bulbs, right? Onion bulbs? Is that a thing? Is that a word? Onion bulbs? If you have planted onion bulbs in the last year, then you're going to see them popping up out of the ground with no problem. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you got something out of it, at least some little positivity out of it. Have you ever felt so gloomy and yucky when it comes to the rain? Have you ever tried gardening in the rain? I'm sure not gardening in the rain in springtime is not the best and ideal. However, I'm sure gardening in the rain in the summertime has got to be a lot better than right now. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button. I really appreciate it. Also, don't forget, trying to put yourself in a little better of a mood. It's all good. Until the next episode, everybody, when you and me both going to be growing our happiness one plant at a time, one day at a time. God bless you all. Catch you in the next episode. Peace and love.